Welcome to our video exploring the critical connection between climate change and the rising frequency of natural disasters. As our planet warms, we are witnessing more intense storms, devastating floods, and prolonged droughts, all driven by changing climate patterns. Today, we'll delve into the scientific realities of how warmer oceans, rising sea levels, and shifting weather behaviors are reshaping our world and leading to an increase in the severity and occurrence of extreme weather events. Join us as we break down these complex issues and their profound implications for our environment and communities. 1. Warmer oceans fuel stronger storms. Climate change is leaving its fingerprints all over the planet, and one of the most visible impacts is on our oceans. As global temperatures rise, the oceans absorb much of this heat. This leads to warmer ocean waters, which are a key ingredient in the formation of hurricanes and typhoons. The warmer the water, the more energy these storms can draw from it, leading to more intense and potentially more frequent storms. Imagine an engine that gets more powerful the hotter it gets. That's essentially what's happening with our oceans and storms. This increase in storm potency is not just a theory, it's something we're already witnessing, with storms becoming more destructive and covering larger areas than ever before. The implications are vast, affecting coastal communities, economies, and ecosystems alike. 2. More intense heat waves. Heat waves are becoming more intense and prolonged due to climate change. As the planet warms, it sets the stage for scorching temperatures that can last for days or even weeks. These heat waves aren't just uncomfortable, they pose severe risks to human health, leading to heat-related illnesses and even fatalities. Moreover, the dry, hot conditions are a perfect recipe for wildfires, which can spread rapidly and uncontrollably. Think of a giant oven set to high, baking everything in its path. The increasing frequency and intensity of heat waves are warning signs that our planet's climate system is under stress. This ongoing trend is a stark reminder of the urgent need to address climate change and its far-reaching impacts. 3. Increased flooding from heavier rainfall. With warmer air holding more moisture, the result is heavier and more frequent rainfall. This can lead to devastating floods and landslides, especially in areas that are unprepared for such deluges. Picture the air as a sponge. A warmer atmosphere is like a sponge that can hold more water, and when it finally lets go, the result can be overwhelming. Flooding can destroy homes, infrastructure, and crops, leaving communities struggling to recover. The increased precipitation also leads to saturated soils, making landslides more likely, particularly in hilly or mountainous regions. This reality underscores the importance of adapting infrastructure and communities to withstand these more intense rainfall events. 4. Rising sea levels exacerbate storm surges. As sea levels rise due to the melting of glaciers and polar ice, the impact of storm surges becomes more severe. A storm surge is a rise in sea level that occurs during a storm, and with higher baseline sea levels, these surges can penetrate further inland, causing more destruction. Imagine the ocean as a bathtub that's steadily filling up. When a storm comes, it's like adding a big splash that sends water over the edge. Coastal areas, often densely populated and economically vital, are at significant risk of flooding and erosion. This not only threatens homes and businesses but also critical infrastructure like roads and power lines, complicating recovery efforts after storms. 5. Prolonged droughts in arid regions. Climate change is altering weather patterns, leading to prolonged droughts in already arid regions. These extended dry spells can devastate agriculture, leading to food shortages and economic hardship. Imagine a garden hose that suddenly runs dry, crops wither, and animals suffer. The lack of water also affects human communities, leading to shortages and conflicts over this precious resource. As droughts persist, they exacerbate soil degradation and desertification, making it even harder for the land to recover. This is a critical issue that highlights the need for sustainable water management practices and climate adaptation strategies. 6. Wildfires become more frequent. The hotter and drier conditions brought about by climate change are a perfect storm for wildfires. These fires are becoming more frequent and severe, destroying ecosystems, homes, and even lives. Picture a tinderbox just waiting for a spark. That's what many forested areas have become. The fires can spread rapidly, fueled by dry vegetation and strong winds, leaving little time for evacuation or containment. The smoke from these fires also poses a significant health risk, contributing to respiratory problems and other ailments. This increase in wildfires is a stark reminder of the broader impacts of climate change on our natural environment. 7. Disruption of seasonal weather patterns. Climate change is causing significant disruptions in seasonal weather patterns, leading to unseasonal and extreme weather events. These can include everything from unexpected tornadoes and blizzards to monsoons occurring outside their usual season. Imagine if your daily routine was suddenly thrown into chaos. That's what happens when predictable weather cycles are disrupted. This unpredictability makes it difficult for communities to prepare and adapt, increasing the risk of damage and loss. The disruption of these patterns also affects agriculture, wildlife, and water resources, highlighting the interconnected nature of our planet's climate system. In summary, the role of climate change in increasing the frequency of natural disasters is both significant and undeniable. From stronger storms and more intense heat waves to increased flooding and prolonged droughts, the evidence is clear. Addressing these challenges requires urgent action and collaboration on a global scale.